You've probably seen people doing training with a ball between their forearms, and they try to keep that ball in place through the swing. Well, what that's doing is that's keeping your elbows together throughout the swing. We're going to talk about why that's such a good thing to do in your golf swing. As I take my setup position, I've obviously got a beginning distance between the elbows. Okay? Now, if I change the distance between the elbows, you see that's going to change the angles of my wrists. And if my right elbow in particular lags back and gets way over here, what's going to happen coming into impact is my left wrist will typically break down, and you get the chicken wing. So the chicken wing, see how far the elbows apart are? A tour level impact, you see that the elbows are basically the same distance at setup through the impact. Okay? So what's a great drill to do is do pitching level speeds, not a full swing, and really focus on, right, what does it feel like in my shoulders as I apply the pressure on my upper arms so that I'm maintaining more or less the same distance between those elbows. And you're going to see it gives you great shaft lean, a little extension of the right wrist, flat left wrist, and a nice post-impact where everything is in front of your belt buckle, and the face angle is really in control here. So just some little chipping or pitching level speed shots here, and just feel keeping those elbows tight together, and then progressively work through greater and greater speed. So let's look at some tour swings at full speed, and you'll see just how good a job they do at keeping those elbows the same relative distance apart through the entire swing. Here we got a swing of Max Homa. All right, so we'll look at his width of his elbows here. We'll keep that as a reference on the left side. You can see that width is very similar through the lift. The transition is the right elbow has bent and it comes into the body. Still the distance between left and right elbow very similar. Very similar. And then this is really interesting. You can see that position right there is almost exactly the same position that you have at setup. Here we got Xander Schauffele. Again, we'll keep the setup position for reference. See how those elbows distance, very similar. Right elbow's not flying back, they're getting disconnected. Just come through impact. And now post-impact, just like we saw with Max Homa, that position here is almost exactly the same position as we had at setup in terms of how the elbows relate to each other. We can be a second set of eyes on your golf swing when you just send us a video through an easy-to-use video sharing app. We've got a 14-day free trial. It's a swing review program where we give you detailed feedback. Check it out in the description below or in the iCard above.